Okay, you guys, Robert Amatruda back for part 6 in my series here about youth mentoring. Today, trying to get even here with this. My kid's been telling me that. Put the camera up right, will you? I says, this is raw, baby. What am I going to do here? I'm trying. But anyways, maybe this is a little better for you guys. This is, like I said, part 6 of my youth mentoring by Robert Amatruda. All right, today, been thinking a lot about it. I was going to do a couple other things, but I think this one's really, really important. And I want to touch base on this because, it bothers me as well, especially with young people, where I come from. I'm going to try to give you my take on this. We're going to talk about drugs, okay? And I'm going to tell you a little bit about when I started, doing that kind of stuff, maybe. And the difference of everybody is different. If you have an addictive personality and you don't have discipline, you got to really, really, really stay away from drugs or alcohol. You have to. You have to be strong mentally to tell yourself, you can't do this. You can't fight this. This is going to take you over. Okay, so with that said, we're going to start when I was around drugs as a kid. Okay, first alcohol. Alcohol was always on the table at my parents' house. We're Italian. There was wine all the time. So you could just drink it or not. I mean, have a glass or a sip or whatever. I mean, no one encouraged drinking alcohol. But, my father always drank a glass of wine with his meals. So it was no big deal to us, which I think is better in the long run. You start pointing your fingers at kids when they're that age, and you tell them you can't do this and you can't do that, and you're in their face all the time, and you're not talking to them like they're human beings, that they're whatever they are. That's not right. That's not how it goes. Then they'll rebel, and they'll rebel all the time. They'll rebel with their friends that are rebelling, and all the peer pressure comes in, and they'll be out drinking, sneaking in parties, sneaking in parents' basements and drinking alcohol every chance they can. And then one thing leads to another, and they got problems. Okay, the same thing happens with weed. Whatever you want to call it, weed, pot, marijuana, reefer, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's weed to me. All right, so there's another drug that, to me, it's a little more lightweight than alcohol if you're not crazy with it like anything. I mean, trying it is one thing, but it's not known just to smoke pot and you're going to die from it. Alcohol behind the wheel, but alcohol, you become a major alcoholic, you got major issues. There's potheads, but they're not dangerous usually. They're not killing themselves. They're not causing that, whatever. But the idea is, do stuff in moderation if you're going to try things. You got to live your life. You got to try things. You don't want to be under peer pressure with your friends all the time. There's, you're not cool, you're not hip, you're not this, you don't want to smoke weed, you don't want to drink, you don't want to do all this hard shit and party. You got to not think like that. If you want to try stuff, you try it. Try to try stuff when you're around positive people and people that will help you and won't leave you there, something bad happening or whatever. I mean, that's the best advice I give you in that realm. But staying away from drugs completely is the way to go, and alcohol. Unless you're really disciplined, where it's a once in a while thing, with a meal, smoking a joint once in a while with a friend or something. That's it. Chilling, music-wise, that's it. Done. I want to tell you about when I was around it. There was heroin around me, pills, abundance of pills, like there are now with these opioids and stuff. Back then with me, they were called ups and downs, you know what I mean? So either you were speeding your brains out or you were nodding out. I mean, like heroin nodding out. And heroin was everywhere. It was like a very inexpensive drug, but very powerful, very addictive right away. You don't want to go there. You don't want to shoot something in your veins that goes right to your brain. I mean, think about it. It's stupid. But there's weak people that are influenced. I'm just trying it. I like it. I get high a little bit, and then every night, every day, every night. No. There's all these pushers, these scumbags who are pushing drugs all the time around schools, around young people all the time, around poor people in bad neighborhoods who have, things going on in their life where drugs is an escape. No, you don't want... That is wrong. That's killing people. That's killing people. Okay, so I want to tell you one quick story, I hope quick. When I was 17 years old, I had a very, very good friend of mine, Mike. I'm just going to leave it at Mike. I'm not going to say anything, that last names or anything. He was my age. No, he was, I think, a year or two older. So I was 17. He was 18 or 19. Come from a good family, Italian kid. Everything was cool. We hung out all the time, played pool together, everything. Didn't get in so much trouble and all that stuff. We were trying to be okay. Me, I was working all the time, so I worked every day, no matter if I went out at night or whatever. I was responsible. I was disciplined. Him, smoking the weed, drinking the alcohol. All right. I said, Mike, we're doing a little too much of this, man. This ain't cool. No, don't worry about it. I got it. I love partying. You know, you love partying, but this ain't cool. I'm telling you, it's not cool. Okay. Then he starts staying away from me. I find out he's doing heroin. He tried heroin. He's doing heroin. He likes it. Heroin. Shooting heroin with needles in the vein, main lining that goes right directly to your brain. He's doing this and doing this. I approached him on it. I said, Michael, are you kidding me? I'm not hanging around junkies, man. That ain't my style. I'm way more disciplined than that. I am not in that realm. Junkies, they don't want to get help. Are you kidding me? This age, they're giving up, man. Don't follow that path, Mike. Well, he did. All right, one thing led to another, and I hear one day that he's really, really sick, okay? And heroin makes you sick. I mean, you throw up all the time with that stuff. And, you could overdose, and that's what I thought might have happened to him, overdose, and then he's going to die or died or whatever. No, he got hepatitis. Hepatitis is not something you normally die from, okay? He got hepatitis from a dirty needle, okay? Shooting a dirty needle into his vein. Got hepatitis, you turn completely yellow. You got to go to the hospital. You got to get treated. It's serious, but it doesn't have to be death. Well, long story short, there's a lot more to this story than this, but Mike didn't make it. He passed. He died. And I couldn't believe, he died. He had hepatitis. How did he die? And I was devastated because he left he did this to his family and his friends and to himself. And, everybody you leave behind is the ones who really suffer in that situation, especially with youth, Anyways, the doctor put on his death certificate, no will to live. Think about that, you guys. No will to live. He didn't have to die, man. He wanted to. He couldn't deal with being a heroin addict. He couldn't deal with being on it. He wouldn't reach out to somebody like me or his friends or his family or whatever to get help, to get in a rehab, to get something, to just help and reach out. You have to. If anything bad is happening to you, you have to talk about it. You have to reach out. Just remember that. You're never too low to get help and beat it. You can beat stuff. You can't give up. This t-shirt is Muhammad Ali. Don't quit. Don't quit. Champions don't quit, he said. People ask him, how many sit-ups do you do before a fight? He goes, how many? I don't count that stuff. I do them until I can't do them anymore. That's what champions do. They don't quit. Might quit, man. Think about it. Still to this day, bothers me. But moving on from that. So, you go from alcohol, a little weed, a lot of weed, more alcohol. You start taking some pills in between. A lot of people who have pain or in pain all the time take those opioids. That's heroin. You get addicted. So many people are addicted to that stuff. Painkillers. Doctors hand them out like candy. Not so much hopefully anymore, but they did. They did. Easy to get prescriptions. Easy to buy that stuff. Easy to buy anything. You got money, it's easy to buy anything. You become a junkie, it's all they feed on it, is giving you more drugs, so you want more drugs. You go out and steal. You steal them from your friends, you steal from your parents. You steal anywhere you could get money to buy more drugs to get high again for the next hour or so. They kill you. They beat your body up. They age you. Your mind goes crazy. It's done. You got to stay away. You got to be tough, mentally tough. Think of Michael Jordan. Think of Kobe Bryant. Mamba mentality. You don't do drugs like that. You don't have an addictive personality to bad stuff like that. Dig down. Keep that mental thing going. Strong mental mind right then. Right then. Strong mentally is way better than physically strong at that point. Okay, even like something like cocaine. All the partiers, I'm going to do you want to party? That's what they call you. Want to party? Want to party? That means you're going to go do blow. You're going to do, lines all night long, 3 days, 4 days up all night, because it makes you feel really, really good for the moment. And you keep needing more and more and more to keep up that buzz, keep up that high, and feeling good. And guess what? I call it the most stupid drug that was ever put out, because if you do cocaine, every single thing you talk about to anybody you're talking about and talking to, whoever it is, friends, not friends, just talking to whoever, everything you say is a lie. It's a lie. Everything that comes out of your mouth is a lie. You want to be part of that? You're getting strung out and you're a liar. You're no good in every avenue. You got to stay away, man. You got to dig down and say no to that stuff. Turn your back on that stuff. Stick with your friends that are positive and aren't going in that direction. And if something happens and you're getting in trouble, please reach out. You got my email on the front and the back end of these things. Email me. I'll give you as much advice as I can. I care about this stuff. I care about the youth in this country. You know I do. I mean, the youth is everything to me. Even my music is youthful. I listen to kids coming up. I don't listen. I mean, I do love R&B and traditional R&B, but I listen to everybody who's bringing new music up. I listen to Billie Eilish. She just won everything on the planet. She's like 18 years old. A new girl, Javaya, who I am nuts over. This kid is out of control being good. I mean, she is the next one. So many of them. Bruno Mars, I love him. He's not a kid anymore, but since he started. I mean, he's an unbelievable entertainer. I love these people. Even like somebody like Taylor Swift, who writes. She's probably the best writer on the planet. I mean, or has been. Now there's all these new ones coming up, and they're going to be the next ones. So, I mean, I love music. It's a big influence in my life as well. You know what I mean? But youth, the idea there was, what I'm trying to get to you guys is youth is my thing. I want to be around young people. I don't want to sit around old people that don't get it anymore and don't want to. I want to be young myself. I love when people guess my age wrong. I've been lying about my age. That's the only thing I lie about, you guys. I'm telling you, I don't lie. None of this is, everything I'm saying here is on the up and up. I do lie about my age at times. You know what I mean? It all depends who's guessing it. But I'm telling you, that's my thing with young people. And I'm going to leave this one there. And we'll end it on that, on a positive note. But look it, man, be careful with drugs. They're all around everywhere, and in the scum that deals them, especially in the schools and the younger grades, because that's where it starts. Like everything starts there, man. Keep positive, stay positive, mentally positive. It's a big deal. You guys are the future, man. Go with it, run with it. Well, all your life is up to you, man. What you do with it. All right, so, I'll do peace out, and let's keep rolling with this stuff, and hopefully I get some more views and hits and subscribers and all that stuff, and I could run out and do this stuff, when everything is back. And we will be back. Peace.